Leadership. A lot of people have debates about what this is, what it means, and what it truly is. I'd like to start this topic off with a quote from McKinsey reading, "Some people in formal leadership positions are poor leaders, and many good leaders have no formal authority." I really resonate with this quote because it accomplishes two things. It explains that there can be bad leaders and good leaders, and that you don't have to be in a higher position or have some title in order to make an impact as a leader. So what is leadership? Let's start with the definition. In my opinion, I feel that leadership is the ability to guide, inspire, and influence others or a team towards a common goal, regardless of position. I feel that anybody can lead. I want to connect this with a very big topic, which is are leaders born or made? And I think that there's some overlap there. I think that not everybody can lead, and I feel that anybody can become a better leader, because there are many qualities of leaders that are inherited, and there are also many qualities of leaders, or a few qualities of leaders that they're born with, that they either have or don't. And even some of these ones that some people may be born with or some people may not be born with, I feel that they can get better about them, like intelligence. Some people are born with a little bit more intelligence, some people are born with a little bit less, but you can always work on those things. So another thing that I discovered while I was watching videos about leadership, it actually came from a Simon Sinek video where he was talking about the empathy and respect from leaders. Mr. Sinek mentioned how when he was working at a company, he was still in the middle of the ranks, and he had this opportunity to really try to advance the company by doing this thing for the company. I forgot exactly what it was. And he ended up failing, but his boss ended up promoting him 2 levels, which was unheard of at the company. But the reason the boss did it, and this speaks to the qualities of an effective leader, is the reason the boss did it was because he didn't want to curb Mr. Sinek's ambition. He wanted to promote his ambitious drive and his willingness to work hard and take a risk to help benefit the company and help them move forward and get better. Another point I learned from reading McKinsey's article was this quote. He talks about how most great leaders learn to lead over time, which speaks to the ability, or how leadership is also developed and not just born. So many times, the best leaders are leaders with a lot of experience as well as confidence. Experience can help the leaders understand the situation that they're in and to be able to lead their team into higher places and become much better as a team. Another point I would like to make is how an effective leader is also ethical. And this, I would like to relate back to the Simon Sinek story, where he said that even though he failed, his boss rewarded his initiative, even though he failed. And I think this really speaks to ethical leadership because it builds trust and encourages growth. Mr. Sinek's boss knew that it wasn't about being perfect, but it's about doing what's right. And I feel like this really speaks to the ethics, the ethical part. At the end of the day, leadership is not about titles or authority. I feel that it's about influence, empathy, and confidence, and the courage to do what's right. Great leaders are made over time through experience, mistakes, and growth, and they can earn their trust by putting the feelings and putting others ahead of them. For me, that's the kind of leader that I would want to follow. I'd want the kind of leader that was Mr. Sinek's boss. Someone who inspires rather than commands, and someone who takes care of their people. Because true leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about taking care of those people that work for you and can help the company and the team growth.